So people need to steel themselves, and then they need to figure out who they are in those movies, right? And I think they will feel better when they do, right? Because on the one hand, yes, they will end up calling attention to themselves in the eyes of whatever it is that we're up against. On the other hand, they will not be paralyzed by fear. And so anyway, I think people need to convert over into an action.
Do you think it's possible that when we pulled that curtain back, that it actually is just the old washed up wizard and not the all powerful Oz? Because that's basically what you're saying, that what people are afraid of is if they saw what was on the other side, we'd be so cowed, or we're imagining something that's so scary that we'll never pull it back. On the other hand, maybe the whole lesson was that when you pull it back, there's not much there. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, I think it's going to be a mixture of things, because let's take, and I know people are sick of talking about COVID, nobody more than me, but I think we need to talk about it because...
The fact that you showed up here in a mask is still so frankly disturbing.
Yeah, a Fauci mask. But,
yeah, exactly.
The lessons of COVID are profound. The most important lesson of COVID is that, outgunned as we were, not understanding what this virus was, what the treatments that they wanted us to take, or the preventive measures they wanted us to take were, what the drugs that they seemed hell-bent on preventing us from having access to were. Without understanding the game, we outfoxed them, and their narrative collapsed. People are now aware the shots were very dangerous. There were drugs that worked that they were not allowed to access. There were contributing factors like vitamin D that were important that people who claimed to be obsessed about their safety never bothered to tell them about. The virus didn't come from bats in nature. It came through a route that could easily have been prevented by wiser people. So how did people get wise to this in light of the fact that this thing owns every major broadcast network, every newspaper, every medical school, every university? Well, I don't know. It happened on podcasts that shouldn't have been possible. And what that does suggest is that there's a good bit of the shriveled old man behind the curtain, right? That as powerful as this force was, it wasn't especially smart. It did not especially understand us. It is now, I swear, looking for a rematch.
Yeah.
If you look at what it's doing in the World Health Organization, what it just did with the FCC, what it's doing in Colorado with a new program to infect bats with dangerous human pathogens, it looks like it wants a rematch on every front. So it wants new rules that will prevent us from doing that next time. It's leveling up. We now need to level up. But were we to level up, here's the good news that I know you're asking me to tell you about, which is, forgive me for saying it this way, Goliath fucked up. Okay, Goliath took every intelligent, courageous person with integrity and shoved them all onto our team simultaneously. So we don't have the technology, we don't have any of the materials that one would want to fight this battle, but we have absolutely every player that you would want. So we outfoxed them once. We need to level up. We cannot assume that what we did last time is going to work in the same form. It will not, because Goliath is very stupid when he sees something new, but he learns, and he's learning. So we need to go after him with an improved game plan. And if we do, my sense is actually we can stay ahead of him.